Do you know the feeling? It's Friday night, your phone buzzes, a message, a friend canceling plans, and the feeling washing over you is not disappointment, it is relief. Deep, silent, beautiful relief. Anticipation of the social event was a weight, and that message just lifted it. You can breathe, your shoulders drop. The whole weekend just opened up. Do you know the feeling of walking into your own home at the end of a long day, closing the door and turning the lock? And that click, that simple mechanical sound is the most satisfying sound in the world. It is the sound of a suit of armor being set down. It is the sound of a mask being removed. It is the sound of exhaling. Finally, exhaling. If you know this feeling, you also know the other side. The judgment, confusion from those you love, well-meaning questions from friends and family. Are you okay? You're not lonely. Why don't you come out more? It's not healthy to be alone all the time. You're always by yourself. They are not trying to hurt you, but they are. Because in their eyes, it is a pity. It is a concern that says your way of being is wrong. They see your loneliness and call it loneliness.
They see your silence and call it grief. They see your preference and call it an issue, a flaw to be fixed. And you are left with a quiet, constant guilt, a shame that eats at you. What is wrong with me? Why am I so antisocial? Why can't I be normal? Why am I broken? You force yourself to go to the party, to stay for one more drink. You perform, you smile, you nod, and all you can think about is leaving. It is the click of that lock. If this is you, if you have ever felt guilty for needing to be alone, I want you to take a deep breath right now. You are not broken. You are not antisocial. You are not cold. You are just different. And your preference for solitude is not a flaw. It is not a void. It is not an emptiness. It is full. It is not an absence of others. It is the presence of you. It is not a barren land. It is a hidden garden that you must tend to.
So why? Why do we crave this? Why does a crowded room feel like work and an empty room feels like peace? It's not one simple answer. It is a deep, complex, often beautiful stack of reasons. The first and most common reason is that your nervous system is different. It is wired for sensitivity. For many of us, social interaction is not just talking. It is work. It is invisible emotional labor. It is absorbing. This is the mind of the empath. This is the mind of the strong friend. This is the mind that never stops. When you are in a conversation, you are not just there. You are processing on 10 different levels. You are not just hearing the words. You are reading the subtext. You are analyzing the micro-expression in their left eye. You are sensing the tone shift in their voice, the hesitation between words. You are feeling the energy of their unspoken emotions, their anxiety, their sadness, their need. You are an emotional sponge. You are a receiver that is tuned to a frequency that everyone else is deaf to. And the volume is deafening. It is a superpower, but it does not shut off.
And so at the end of the day, you are full. You are saturated. You are full of everyone else's static, everyone else's anxiety, everyone else's joy, everyone else's pain. You have a social hangover. And so being alone is not antisocial. It is post-social. It is recovery. It is a detox. It is the essential, non-negotiable act of wringing out the sponge. It is the only time the noise stops. It is the only time you can finally hear yourself. The second reason is just as powerful. Your inner world is rich. It is not empty. The world assumes that alone means bored, that silence means nothing is happening. They are wrong. For the person who loves to be alone, your inner world is not empty. It is a sanctuary. It is a library, a studio, a world. When you are alone, you are not doing nothing. You are traveling. You are living in a book, living another life. You are in a piece of music, feeling everything. You are in a thought, discovering something new. You are processing. You are sifting.
You are defragmenting your own hard drive. You are planning. You are dreaming. You are analyzing the interaction from yesterday. You are building. You are finally having the one conversation you have been craving all day, the one with yourself. The noise of the outside world is a distraction from the clarity of your inner world. It's not that you dislike people. It's that your own company is just as real, just as loud, and just as important. You have a deep, complex, and fascinating inner life, and you need time to live in it. Solitude is not passivity. It is active engagement with your own soul. And the third reason is the deepest, the one we often don't talk about, the shadow. Sometimes solitude is not just a preference, it is defense. It is a fortress. This is the wound. This is the invisible child. This is the betrayal. Maybe you learned in childhood that people equals pain, that socializing equals judgment. You learned that when you were yourself, the real you were too much. You were too sensitive, too quiet, too weird. You were misunderstood. You were dismissed.
Or maybe you grew up in a house that was chaotic, where people meant yelling or drama or unpredictability, and the only time you ever felt safe was when you were in your room with the door closed. Or maybe it was later, a friendship that shattered you, a betrayal that taught you that vulnerability is danger, a group that turned on you. And so you learned, your body learned. You learned that solitude equals safety. You learned that alone equals peace. You learned that you are the only person who will not abandon you. And now, as an adult, your nervous system, your primal brain, still believes that people are a threat and solitude is survival. So when your friend cancels plans, the relief you feel is not just, oh, good, I can relax. It is a deep, primal exhale from a part of you that just avoided a perceived danger. It is the fortress gate closing. So, the empath, the thinker, the survivor. Usually it is a mix of all three, a beautiful, human, complex cocktail. And the world looks at you and they judge. They label you. Antisocial, cold, aloof, detached,
Lonely, weird, broken. And the cost of this is guilt, the shame, the constant, exhausting feeling that you are failing at being human. Let all of that go. Breathe it out. We are reframing this now. You are not antisocial. You are selectively social. Your energy is precious. It is finite. And you choose who is worthy of sharing it. This is wisdom. You're not cold or detached. You're contained. You are discerning. You do not express your emotions to everyone. You feel them authentically and share them safely. You are not lonely. You are self-possessed. You are self-reliant. You are your own home. You are your own anchor. You can sit with yourself. That is a strength that few people have. And you are not weird or broken. You are deep. You are self-aware. You are in tune with a need that the noisy, distracted world has forgotten. The need for stillness, the need for clarity, the need for self. Your preference for solitude is not a flaw. It is not a weakness. It is your power. It is the source of your creativity, of your intuition, of your clarity, of your resilience, of your boundaries. So stop apologizing for it. Stop feeling guilty for it. The next time you need that peace, the next time you choose you over a loud room, do it without the shame. Do it with joy. Do it with reverence for the beautiful, quiet, and profound inner world that you have built. Thank you for being here. Subscribe for more.